Hi, I'm Hannah. Welcome back to my show, Journey Through Master Prac. I believe this is episode 4, and this is actually day 4. We just finished, so we're already a quarter of the way through. And I'll show you my board because it's almost done. But here we go. This is my goals, and I had to go back and add by what age I wanted to do it, because I asked B, I was like, do I need to have everything time oriented? He's like, if you want to get your goals accomplished. I was like, okay. So, and then on this side is still working on limiting beliefs. I gotta come up with all of them and write them all down. We're gonna actually break those on day 7. I'm excited. So first I'm gonna talk about what we've been learning, and then I'll go into what I've been experiencing on a personal thing. So we've been doing meta programs, values levels. That's been huge. There's different values levels in the evolution of consciousness, and the way people think will go into different values levels, and it's not right or wrong, but there's a hierarchy of way of thinking up until, the top of the evolution of consciousness. And by understanding the way people think and the way they're programmed, or where they go in stress, things like that, we're better able to coach them. We're better able to assess if someone's actually a coaching client, and we're able to respect their model for the world so much better. I will say, before I found NLP in general, especially when I went vegetarian and then when I went vegan, it kind of refreshed again, but I was very kind of like, this is the right way. And that's kind of how I thought. And I thought, I would get in debates with people because I was so passionate, and passion's great. But I wouldn't respect other people's views because I thought I had the only right way to think. And when you're coaching, that isn't always, depending on what you're coaching, that may not always serve you, like if you have that belief system. So it's just really cool that I've evolved and changed my way of thinking, and it's really empowered me. So I'm not as reactive, and I don't get triggered. Because I do get a lot of the same comments and responses sometimes when people find out I'm vegan. I hear the bacon thing. I hear, oh, I've tried that. I could never get enough meat. It's so delicious, blah, blah, blah. And, I'm not affected anymore. I just don't care, because I understand that's their model of the world. And any defensiveness, any reaction like that is that person feeling, making the assumption of judging them, or feeling maybe some insecurity about their decisions, or just some discomfort. So for me, I just change the subject, or I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. And that in itself makes people feel, oh, okay, I can chill. So that's been something really empowering with NLP, is I've worked on that emotional reaction. I used to get a lot, and I used to really fear going to parties and bringing food, and just I would get anxious about those interactions with people, because it would upset me when I would feel like the spotlight was on me as the only vegan or whatever. So now it's not even a thing. It's cool. What else? So meta programs and personality types we went over. So it's really cool to see my personality type. I'm an INFJ, and we got this sheet. So I'm one of the rare INFJs. There's only 1 to 3% of the population. And it's just cool to see how I interact with other people. And it's funny, I'm kind of half judging, half perceiving, but more judging, and certain context will determine as well how you score on these kinds of assessments. But it's good to know for the future, what my strengths are, what are areas I may need to approach a different way, just by knowing myself better. So it's really cool. And then meta programs and values, we went through this, and it's a whole sheet of understanding how people think. So this is really important if you're hiring people in your business, understanding how they think, if they're an extrovert or introvert, that's their personality types included in this assessment, the MPBI. Because if you're hiring a receptionist, are you going to want to hire someone who's an introvert or someone who loves to talk to people and is excited to talk to people? So knowing these kinds of things, and then finding out if people are away from motivated or towards motivated. So do you need to kind of like threaten them to pick up the slack, or, dangle a carrot for them to work harder? Those are the kinds of things you need to know when you're hiring someone, so you're hiring the right people. Same thing with coaching a client. It's good to know these kinds of things, because it's just going to make the process so much easier when you already know. So yeah, it's cool just to learn how I would do this assessment and how the way I work with others. So then we did the values inventory, and surprisingly enough, it turns out I have a lot of I don't know how to explain this quickly, but essentially we go through and say if it's me, not me, or don't care. And it turns out don't care means it's completely resolved. I chose a lot of not me and values level 2 and 3, meaning that there's things there that needs to be resolved. So it's not right or wrong, but it's really cool. I'm excited to clear out those unresolved things, and I can be more productive in the values level thinking I want to focus on moving forward. So yeah, showed you my board whenever the values test. That's pretty much all we've been learning. It's super, you can use all of these tools in different kinds of contexts. We have business owners in my class, we have coaches, we have all kinds of people, and it's really neat that these tools are, the way our brain works and operates, you can utilize in every context of life. So that's why it's one reason I love NLP so much, is like anyone can use it, anyone can benefit. It's so amazing. And the more you know, the more you can act in a way that's conducive to your goals and help others with that same process. And it just makes things easier, in my opinion. And then on a personal level, like, not too much has happened. Father's Day was yesterday, and I didn't really feel anything. And then, the last 6 years, it started off being like a super triggering time, and then now it doesn't trigger me. And a lot of that has just been working on myself, and then coming to terms with the way things are, and looking at the positives. I think a lot of times we forget to do that. And my situation, I can do that. I know in times of death, that's a little different. But yeah, I'm just excited for my breakthrough and breaking through the board. And I know lately I've been kind of had some anxiety and fear, and just about like career and finances, things like that. And I just have to trust the process. I have to trust that it's gonna get cleared out and taking action. So I'm looking forward to gaining clarity there. It's gonna be good. And I think that's about it for this vlog. I will share again in a few days and give y'all a little update then. We'll see how my hand does in the board breakthrough, but thanks for watching. If you have any questions about NLP, Master Prac, coaching, entrepreneurship, even veganism, I'll talk about that if you really want. Let me know in the comments. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like this video. But I'll be coming out with different series, so they're not all just gonna be like this. But have a wonderful night and take care. Bye.